सर आज की डेट में काफ़ी सारे वेंडिंग मशीन प्लेयर्स मार्केट में ऑलरेडी वर्क कर रहे हैं, तो आपके हिसाब से वेंडस्टॉप में ऐसी क्या एक खास फैक्टर है जिसकी वजह से लोग वेंडस्टॉप को चूज करेंगे?
That's a good question, but what earlier it used to be that there was only one company that was making machines locally, and that was our only competition, I would say.
Okay.
Now what has happened is that company is no more a competition because of a very high price increase and other reasons.
Okay.
But now the issue is that we are facing competition from other Chinese brands who are supplying machines at a very, very cheap rate here. They don't have any tie-ups. They will supply to anyone. Even if someone wants one machine, they'll supply it. And I know at least 4 or 5 people who are importing directly from them and they are reselling here. So that, in terms of competition, that is our major competition now. How we are different from them, first of all, is the quality of the machines that we supply. We were never cheaper than the other machines that were available here since we started. But our focus was purely on quality. So, there are clients who understand that and who have been, with us since day one, and they are still buying from us because they have seen what our machines are capable of, what our support is, how how reliable we are in terms of after sales. Even if there is some small issue, we'll always be there for them. My technical head is available 24/7. Like, he has people calling up at 3 o'clock in the night sometimes, and he'll still answer and address their issues.
That's great.
So that is what we believe in. Of course, we have more people also now in that segment, but just to give you an example of my head, no other person at that level might do that, but we have a strict policy that no matter what, we have to address everything. So I think mainly it's the quality and the after sales. That is what differentiates us from these other companies. One other fact is that these other companies don't have any proper local presence. So if they have sold a machine to X customer, and if something goes wrong, they might not always have the spare parts to support that customer. And they might tell the customer that, okay, you have to wait for a month to, resolve this. Now, of course, the client has a machine sited at a corporate or wherever, he's running it, he can't stop the machine for a month. He's losing out on sales, he'll probably lose the customer because they'll just ask him to take the machine back.
Exactly.
Whereas we have full stock of spares at Baroda, where we are. And in certain cities now we've started stocking spares at a local level also for even quicker response. And usually for us, the downtime anywhere in the metro city is 24 hours.
Oh.
Anywhere.
Okay.
And in a worst case situation, if we have to send that part from, let's say, Baroda, we say 2 days, because that's usually how long it takes for the part to reach there.
Okay.
And it will be immediately resolved by the local team.
All right.
So this is something we pride ourselves in, that usually it doesn't take more than 48 hours in a worst case scenario to make a machine up if it has been down.
All right.
Plus, our machines compared to others are very easy to fix now because of the design. There's only a few components that can actually fail in a machine.
All right.
And all these components, I won't go into much details of that, but all these components are very easy to fix, even if it's a new operator who has, let's say, a few machines, he doesn't have proper technical stuff yet. Okay. So obviously he relies on us for him to even fix the machine, fix the part into the machine, exactly. Replace the part. Now it's come to a time where these kind of issues can also be resolved over a video call. It's as simple as that. Like, even if the operator himself is not trained or has not got training from us prior to having the machines, he can still replace a part on his own through the help of our team over video call.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is also something which
unique.
Yeah.
हम लोग at Vendstop कस्टमर का पूरा रिक्वायरमेंट जानते हैं, उसको क्या चाहिए, कहाँ पर रखना है, कैसा मशीन चाहिए, कौन सा पेमेंट सिस्टम चाहिए.
Alright.
उसका अगर नॉर्मल रिक्वायरमेंट होगा विद अ नॉर्मल UPI bill system, then we offer a standard model which is a VSC01, in which you can have your snacks, biscuits, chocolate, cold drink can be stored inside a single machine, and it works with cash coin digital. It's an optional thing to a customer. वो सिलेक्ट करेगा, सपोज उसको UPI बेस्ड चाहिए सिस्टम, तो वो डायरेक्टली इंटीग्रेट हो जाएगा, तो वो सीधा सेटलमेंट उसके बैंक अकाउंट में T+1 डे में हो जाएगा.
ओके.
सो कन्वीनियंस पार्ट भी इजी रहेगा और उसको बैक एंड में ट्रैकिंग भी मिल सकता है अगर उसको चाहिए तो. ट्रैकिंग सिस्टम, लाइव इन्वेंट्री चाहिए.
So yes, requirement is one. Plus how we work is that we will, if someone client is asking for a specific requirement, if we can do it, then we'll commit to it and deliver on a timely basis. And of course, they'll get our best after sales support like we do normally with everyone. No matter if they have one machine or if they have 100 machines of ours, we will treat everyone in the same way. And also, we don't work on any wrong commitments ever. in the sense that if someone asks us for a requirement and if we can't do it, then we'll say no, that this is not what we can do. However, this is an alternate, approach to it. If you're okay with that, we can provide you. If not, then that's fine, that's up to you. But we will not, commit to anything wrong and then try to supply a wrong machine or some wrong system or something like that. We have been very transparent with everyone since day one, and I think that has also helped us to be where we are right now in terms of business or our relations with not only the big companies but with our operator clients as well. So one of the other reasons why someone should choose us, and this might not matter to everyone because it's usually not a big deal for people as long as machines work, but our machines are actually CE certified. So our machines are qualified to be sold even in the European market.
Okay.
And I believe that currently in India, we are the only supplier who has this certification for the machines, like a genuine certification, not something that, people just stick on the machine to say that they are CE certified, like an actual certification through the process or through a reputed company. So we have that as well. And that also helps us to, make sales overseas like we are doing now.
ओके सीए सर्टिफिकेट के बारे में आप कुछ थोड़ा ब्रीफ दे सकते हो कि
CE certification. So this is a certification which is required usually for Europe for selling electronic machinery and things in the Europe region. And of course, because it's a high level certification, so it is important to note that unless your electronic components and other things are not up to a certain level, you will not be able to get this certification. And that is why these other companies who are in competition with us now, they have cheaper machines and things, or they can, they don't have uniformity, like across the different models of machines, they might have different hardware also. So as a client, you might have to keep different spares for each of the models that you want. Whereas our case, it's mostly uniform. All your main components are the same across the full range of machines, unless it's a customized machine or something. So in our case, we are able to get this certification because we use only high quality electronics and other components. One other thing I would like to add when it comes to choosing us over the other brands available in the market is also the cost of ownership of our machines. What many people don't realize, especially the newer players who come into this segment, they haven't used the machines for long enough time to understand what kind of problems can arise. Whereas we have machines which are running for 5-6 years now without any major issues. So for the newer brands or the other competing brands, people don't have that much experience yet. So what happens is that over time, let's say you use a Vendstop machine for 5 or 6 years, your cost, whether it's for new parts or maintenance or anything, will be, for example, 30,000 rupees over the period of 4 or 5 years. In a competing brand, that will be significantly higher because of more failure rate of parts, which could probably reach even 1 lakh rupees in the same time period. So what people are not realizing yet, because they have been using these machines for maybe not even a year or at most 2 years now, and this is something they might realize after a longer time, is that it will be a lot more expensive. So if people compare Vendstop machines costs with these companies right now, it is just because they don't realize this. Otherwise, in the long term, our costs are actually cheaper than the other brands also. Secondly, the cost of our spare parts is also quite economical compared to these other brands. Some of them, yes, could be cheaper, but ours are also fairly economical.
हम लोग AMC भी ऑफ़र करते हैं, बट रेकमेंड नहीं करते हम लोग बिकॉज हमारे स्पेयर पार्ट्स एंड मशीन क्वालिटी काफ़ी सुपीरियर है. कस्टमर को अगर AMC चाहिए तो वो एक्स अमाउंट में ले सकता है, बट रादर देन डायरेक्टली कोई पार्ट फेल होता है, दैट विल बी मच 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 चीपर देन टेकिंग एन AMC. सो ऑन अ लॉन्गर रन, सपोज कोई पार्ट उसका, सपोज AMC कॉस्ट अराउंड 20,000 हुआ, बट उसका इन द ईयर 5,000 का ही स्पेयर पार्ट्स का चेंज है, तो फिर AMC कॉस्ट ही क्यों लेना है? हम रेकमेंड ही नहीं करते ऐसी चीज़ें.
Unless it is absolutely necessary, like when we work with larger companies, तो वो केस में they might have a requirement कि उनको AMC करना ही पड़ेगा, like that is their company policy. तो वो केस में of course we do it, but जब ऑपरेटर की बात है तो we are not promoting or pushing AMC much.
मार्केट में लोग हैं जो ऑफर करते हैं AMC, बट बेसिकली वो मशीन होंगी रिफर्बिश या सेकेंड हैंड. तो जो भी AMC आएगा वो थर्ड या फोर्थ ईयर के बाद शुरू होगा। जैसे अंकित जी ने बोला कि 30,000 कॉस्ट सपोज मशीन में आता है, बट यूजुअली अगर न्यू मशीन, ब्रांड न्यू मशीन होगा तो उसमें तो कॉस्ट आने नहीं वाला, पता है हमको 2-3 साल तक तो कोई एडिशनल कॉस्ट होगा नहीं। माइन्यूट 1-2 मोटर का होगा, वो तो क्योंकि इतना यूजेज होगा तो वो मोटर का कॉस्ट आएगा वेयर एंड टेयर के हिसाब से, बट यूजुअली कोई बड़ा कॉस्ट होता नहीं है। AMC लोग ऑफर करते हैं, आजकल लोग सेकेंड हैंड जो दे रहे हैं मशीन उसमें वो लोग पहले से AMC देते, बिकॉज उनको पता है कि ये सेकेंड हैंड मशीन है इसलिए AMC कॉस्ट आने वाला है। तो बेसिकली वो रिफर्बिश और सेकेंड हैंड मशीन अराउंड 3 to 4 ईयर्स पुरानी होगी, जो काफ़ी सस्ते में मार्केट में मिलेगी, और वो लोग फिर वेंडस्टॉप के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं जो ब्रांड न्यू मशीन देते हैं। वो मैच फिर हम लोग कभी कर ही नहीं पाते।